Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Bill. I'm a prepper and I'm living in the Philippines. This short clip here is going to be the intro to a new series that I'm going to start creating where I talk about freeze-dried food, specifically Augason Farms, and where I open them up, take a review, and give you my solid feedback. Before I start getting into today's actual stuff, I do have, as you can see, quite a large assortment of Augason Farm freeze-dried food. Now, some of this stuff has shelf life between 5 years, 10 years, and 25 years, and it is a good long-term if you're in the long-term food storage solution. Now, I'm just over 50, so I'm definitely looking at food that can go long-term because I hopefully will be around long-term. Long-term food storage might not be for everyone because there is a cost involved with the storage, the space it takes out, plus the ROI, right? The price you're paying for branded freeze-dried food. Now, if you guys watch my videos, you know up top, all those black bins, that's all the food that I've been freeze-drying myself at a greatly reduced cost. However, freeze-dried food can be great, and it gives you a sense of security knowing that you have a lot of freeze-dried food in your pantry. And keep in mind, even as a person that owns a freeze dryer, some of the stuff I don't want to make. I don't want to make powdered milk. I don't want to make onions. I don't want to do a lot of things that I find that I'd rather buy. But anyways, so it's your personal preference as a prepper and how you stack your food storage. I have a mix. I certainly have a mix of canned foods, grain staples, and freeze-dried foods. I have a great mix. If you're curious about that, watch any one of my pantry videos. But this series, I wanted to actually open these cans up and cook it. I wanted to see if it's good. I wanted to give you my honest feedback about the taste of whatever flavor or brand I open. And then I wanted also just to double check. So that said, this is the intro. You're going to see the same intro on the next 10 videos in this series. But I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, remember to hit that like button. All right, welcome back. Told you it'd only be 2 seconds. So the first product I want to look at as far as the Augason Farms freeze-dried long-term storage food is going to be their 33 servings of cheesy broccoli soup. Now this is 3 pounds and 6 ounces, and you can fill it. It's a pretty heavy can. This particular one says it has a shelf life for up to 10 years, and all we need to do is add water. So obviously I don't want to make 33 servings. I'm going to make about 10 and feed a couple people myself. So it has a lot of calories. Here's all the calorie information here for you. But serving size is about 1/3 cup dry mix. And then when you go to make a yield, 8 cups. If you want 8 cups, you need 2 cups dried and 6.5 cups of boiling water. Now the directions are very simple. It says add your mix into the boiling water of the appropriate measurements. Stir it thoroughly, reduced heat, let simmer for 15 minutes. I do apologize for the background noise. I got a batch of, what are these today? Okra. I got a batch of okra running through the freeze dryer. So, if this will work. Now, I'm upstairs for this first part because whatever I'm not using, I'm going to make sure I pack back in Mylar. There's no pull top, so I'm going to use the can opener here. I'm sure glad I bought a couple can openers because I have a lot of number 10 cans, and I would hate to have to use P90s for all of this. All right. Let's see if I can lift this up here. So first impression is it does look cheesy and it does look like broccoli, but there's going to be some of these fresh packs. There might be 1, there might be 2, I don't know. But make sure I remove that for now. But this one, the can is pretty full. That's a pretty full can of stuff, and it felt pretty heavy. I will try to link the price that I paid per can for this from Amazon because I live in the Philippines and they had free shipping. So now I am going to make 8 cups of soup, so I need 2 cups of this powder. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Probably not. Let's give this a try here. So my 2-cup line is going to be that one, okay. Now I can smell broccoli for sure. It's a little short of 2 cups. Add just a little bit more. All right, so that is 2 cups exactly tamped down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to toss that back in here for a minute. I won't bore you with me repackaging this, but I'll repackage it and seal it. Now just for information, you can leave this in the can if you plan on using it within the next month or 2. Right, so it will sit in the can as long as it's stored at a good temperature. It can sit for a month or 2 with the lid on it and everything. So I'm going to take this downstairs. I'm going to boil the right amount of water. You'll next see me when the water's boiling. 2 seconds. All right, welcome back. I'm downstairs in the garage, if you can't see, but this is the Philippines, and in the garage we have what's called a dirty kitchen. So don't mind the clutter, it's just how we do it. We cook things here this way. Now as you can see, my water is up to a boil. So I am going to slowly put in this 2 cups. Well, not so slowly. Now I don't have a whisk, so I'm going to use this pancake thing, and I'm going to reduce my heat. Whoop, didn't mean to shut it off. I'm going to reduce my heat here. Now this smells really good, I'm going to tell you that much. So not using a whisk, because I didn't have one handy here. I am using this good old-fashioned pancake masher, and you can tell it's still mixing, doing its thing. I think some of these lumps are pieces of broccoli, honestly. Let's take a quick look. Now this is still at a boil. So you can see that there's broccoli and stuff in here. Small tidbits of broccoli. I'm going to go ahead and just off the heat now before it overflows. All right. I am going to cover, and I'm going to let this sit for 10 to 15 minutes as instructed, and you'll see me in 2 seconds when I'm stirring it and taking the taste test. Stand by. All right, it has been 15 to 18 minutes. Sorry about the dog noise in the back. Welcome to the Philippines. So, I took a quick look at this, and it smells good, by the way. Now, the one comment I would have is it's not very thick. It looks kind of thin. So I'm not sure that most people like thin, cheesy broccoli soup. So it says on the box, add more powder or add more water for your desired consistency. And it's definitely going to be an add more powder, right? Because that's the expensive stuff. So let me get some in a bowl. I will sit down, I will give it a taste test. And if you just give me 2 seconds, I'll let that right up for you. I wanted to give you guys a close-up look here. This is a shallow bowl. as you can see. But this is what they would consider 2 servings. All right, so you know me, I'm going to tell you, if it says 33 servings on the box, because of the consistency and because of the small serving size, that this is going to actually be probably 12 servings to a box that I would consider a serving. Well, let's go ahead and see how it tastes. It smells great, I'll give you that much. So the broccoli is firm, but it's rehydrated for sure, but it's still firm. So it's, I thought it was a mushroom stem for a second, but it is a broccoli stem. And it's good. All right, so here's my honest take. It tastes good. It's not salty. I was afraid that it was going to be too salty. It is cheesy. You can definitely taste the cheese in your mouth, and the broccoli is there as well. It is cheesy broccoli soup. I'm happy I bought 8 cans or 10 cans of this because this is a good meal. Now, it's not an instant meal because you do have to cook it and let it process for 15 to 20 minutes in the boiling water. But it is definitely, you know, a meal. It will go great with the sandwich as a lunchtime. I'm not going to say sorry too many times for the noise of the Philippines. That's just the way it is, guys. So I actually enjoy the soup. I don't think I'd ever buy any more of this because I have a lot. And of course, I'm freeze-drying my own food. But it's good to know that if I have 10 cans, they say 330 servings, I say 150 servings. So I got 150 servings of cheesy broccoli soup, in my personal opinion, that is good for 8 to 10 years on the shelf as it sits. So I'm happy with that. And that's it. Simple review, guys. I would not buy it again because I'm making my own stuff. If you want a peace of mind and you can find it on sale like I did at Amazon, get a couple cans. It's not that bad. All right, guys. If you like this stuff, hit that like below. If you're not a subscriber, look at some of my other content. Consider subscribing. And any comments you have regarding Augason Farms freeze-dried foods or any freeze-dried food, please drop them down below. I'd like to have a conversation with you about them. And until next time, everyone be safe. Thank you.